Hey everyone, and welcome back to Forza Horizon 5. Today, this is going to be a general video, actually, because I've been trying to get some money, because I've been buying a few Vipers in my off time to make a few stripe packages, colors, whatnot. I'll show an article in the video that I wrote relatively recently, back in December, about how to recreate snakeskin green in Forza Horizon 5, and that required getting Vipers, and that required getting money to afford Vipers, and yada yada. And basically, we've got a lot of general Horizon 5 stuff to do so I can progress. So that's what this video is about. Doing all the stuff, progressing by doing all the necessary things I've been neglecting so I can do it on video over the last, month, I think. Now, where is that it? Okay. That's that. And so what we're going to actually do is start off with something that's perhaps a bit boring, and that is the Horizon Adventures. As you saw, I have 7 Horizon Adventures to fix here. Some of them are locked, some of them aren't, but most of them are locked. So, let's do this one. Let's unlock that right now. So we have the Goliath, which is, if I remember correctly, around the entire map.
I'll start putting together ground crew, officials, and barriers. Lots and lots of barriers.
Cool, thank you. Oh, and also, as you can see, this livery that I made, what was it? Actually, just after New Year's, I think.
And here we have the go-ahead for the Goliath?
Yep.
Genial. I hope you're ready, my friend. The way you drive, you might see all of Mexico in one afternoon.
Potentially. But yeah, this livery is new, and I created it. I can leave the share code. I'll probably show it in the video at this point and in the description. But basically, someone I know from the Viper Days reunion, funnily enough, wanted some livery ideas for a backup race car, a backup Viper competition coupe that they got, and this was my idea for that livery. Basically, a stylized version of the American flag. It is probably one of the most aggressively American cars I've ever seen. A Viper dressed creatively in the American flag. I find it hilarious. But yeah, so I've been doing a lot of stuff kind of behind the scenes, some article stuff, so we've been progressing a little bit in this game. Let's see, Colossus, there we go. Yeah, we've been progressing quite a bit in this game, but I haven't recorded any of this stuff. I haven't done...
Alejandra, see if she can find enough drivers willing to race the Colossus against you. Hola, amigo.
Yeah.
That's it. Horizon Apex is finished. The build, I mean. Racing is never finished.
Okay, yeah. Well, okay, the audio's not there. Yeah, I only did... I've only ventured to one other racetrack. That was so late. Did you guys hear that? That was so delayed. I'm just going to talk over because you've read it by now. But yeah, I've only ventured out to one other racetrack just because, for the most part, I've been earning money on the same one, though, because I wanted to save the reactions for when I race on video. So... yeah, I've been really holding back from doing anything so you guys can experience this game with me. And now, thankfully, it is more than about time to progress in the game. Okay.
You wait till you see this showcase.
Yep.
I have the train and conductor on standby.
Really?
All I need now is a driver.
Now I've got the car, although you're probably not going to let me use the car for that, which is very annoying. Alright, okay. Juggernaut. So we're gonna have a lot of story mission stuff to do here soon. I don't know what to start with first.
Coming right up. I'll tell Jay to make it a good one.
Yes, you did it! Horizon Rush is complete. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a date with several drift zones.
Yeah, I will too. Not long from now. I know I've got more to do, Horizon, but why did you take me out of it? That's just lame.
I am gonna set the ultimate trailblazer route. Actually,
what?
I'm gonna stick down 2 gates, and you're gonna set the ultimate route. It will be wicked.
Hey,
Am I gonna have to create a route?
Sorry to bother a future Hall of Famer, but can I have your input on this next adventure?
I'm trying to do that.
Outpost, eh? Let's say I know a guy in Guanajuato.
I'm trying to do that right now. Just let me do it, Forehead. Just get out of the way.
Why don't I hook you up with Ramiro and the extremely mysterious unknown racer who runs meetups in Guanajuato?
Sorry for stopping traffic, y'all. Okay, we're getting there. We're almost done. Unfortunately, we've got Baja to do, and that's not going to be... oh, okay.
Horizon Baja, eh? perfect location for the cross-country racing outpost.
Yeah. V10. V10. Huh? V10. Oh.
You, Alex, Ramiro, and every single fan messaging me to ask when this is opening. Great news. I'll tell them all very soon, shall I?
Yeah. V10 mission? We better! Okay, now we got a lot of stuff to do here. I don't want to do any of those in this video.
I think we should show Horizon why the Baja is home to the biggest off-road race on Earth.
Later.
And if we have time, we might set up an outpost or something.
Later, forehead. How long is it? Staying power, complete the Colossus. I don't know how long. My issue is that it's probably going to take 10 minutes, and I'm a little worried. See, because the Goliath is, yeah. Okay, the Colossus isn't bad. Alright, so we got that. We also have a new story I'll do. I'll make a separate playlist for that. Yeah, so really what I want to do today, what I want to do in the next probably hour and a half. What is that? Oh, cool! Yeah, what I want to do in the next hour and a half of this recording session, not that this video is going to be that long, what I want to do, turn around, is progress as fast as possible through the game, considering I haven't done any story missions or anything like that for about a month, so I'm definitely behind in that regard. But I also did the Symphony of Speed, actually, that new series. That was another thing I started in Horizon 5. And, what do you guys think of that? I guess normally I wouldn't do a video like that, primarily because in most video games the sound of the car is pretty much the same between all three camera views. But considering how good Horizon 5 is for most cars, I've seen a few videos pop up recently. I haven't watched them yet, but I've seen a few videos where the sounds aren't actually all that good for a few cars. Those will need updates, but on the whole, the sound is pretty good in this game, and because it's pretty good, especially the Vipers, most of the cars are pretty dang good, pretty dang excellent. I thought, well, you know what? Let's make a video series that kind of celebrates just how good the sounds are in this game. And then while just messing with the camera views while driving around, I realized, well, wait a minute, the car sounds are different from the inside to the outside, like dramatically so. Especially when you go from like this cam, where it's this sound, to the mixed inside and outside view of the hood, to just the outside sound when you're in third person. That really got me thinking, yeah, I definitely need to make a series where I go through all the different all the different engine sounds, all the different car sounds in the different camera views. This game, for most cars, I'm going to wager, for most cars gets it really right. And it gets it more right than any other Forza game for having different sounds depending on where you're viewing the car from. I find that brilliant sound design, absolutely astonishing, incredible, and praiseworthy sound design. So I was like, yeah, we got to do a series for that. So once again, though, how have you guys been liking that? The recording, thankfully, it's pretty much a plug and play for me with the way that I've edited it. So some of you may not like the repetitive nature of it. Outside of the cars that show up, but for me, it's kind of just a good stopgap in the middle of the week. And there's a lot of cars in the game. There's over 300 cars, so having something that's fast and easy to put together for that many cars, and more cars are going to be coming over the years, so having a formula that allows me to make those videos pretty quickly, I felt was pretty necessary. But yeah, I love going through some of the cars, like the Viper and then the F-Type. Whew! That F-Type was such a joy to listen to. Yeah, I love going through all the different cars and seeing what they sound like. Especially when in this game they really do have, most anyway, have unique sounds and sound as they should. So I'm definitely looking forward to recording more videos like that, especially this year. I'm looking forward to trying to find some off-road trails in this game. Because I don't know if you saw, some of you may not have seen, but a lot of the rocks, like especially the ones near the volcano, they're actually grippy. You can actually go over them. Not like spin tires or any properly off-road game, or BeamNG for that matter, but it's way better than it used to be for a Forza game. So I'm definitely looking forward to getting like my CJ5 in one of the barn find videos and seeing, are there any trails? Are there any off-road, quote-unquote, trails that you can enjoy? And then maybe doing something with that. I don't know yet. Let's see, Colossus. Oh, it's wet. Ugh. Vipers hate the wet, though. Ugh. So we have a bunch of recommended cars, but they're not all in the same class. Why are you recommended, though? That I don't get. We're going to use the car I'm in, mostly because this is the first time it's shown up in a video. It's not the first time the car has been seen, because you have Facebook for that. And actually a friend group of mine, they've seen it. But it is absolutely the first time this car has shown up on a video. So I want to give it, as much screen time, as much... Oh, what's it? What's it in anime? Is it screen time? It's more Debon or something like that. I can't remember what the translation is. But yeah, I want to give it as much screen time as possible, because look at the livery! It's so cool! The only thing I'm a little disappointed by is the stripes on the red portion of the car, because there's a lot of red when you get to the rear haunch, when you get to the rear fender of the car, and it's a little bit scruffy to me. It's a little bit empty. So part of me wanted to add 4 there to fill it out, but I did that and it looked busy.
This is a Colossus.
Too busy.
The biggest road race we've ever made. Are you ready?
Do I want to go to, what is it? Pro. Yeah, we'll go Pro. I turned it down for one event. I don't remember what event it was. But with it on road and this car having a tune on it and all the rest of it should be good. I only wanted Pro! I didn't want unbeatable, you forehead. Pro's good enough. Jeez. Alright, let's start the Colossus. I forgot I turned all the other car sounds off. Can I fix that? I did that for the Symphony of Speed series, so I didn't want... Because the only drawback of Horizon 5 is that while the audio is brilliant, especially the ambient sounds, that's really bad. Having that much ambient noise is really bad for when you just want to hear one car, for when you're just trying to do, a POV series of just a Viper, an F-Type, or whatever, right? Having that background noise that kind of dilutes the sound of the main car is bad. So that's why I turned that down. There you go. But that ambient noise is so necessary for normal videos like these and just a racing series like this. I'm actually kind of surprised by how much straight line speed I have. Very impressed by that. I wasn't expecting to pass so many cars. Oh, okay, well there's a Z28. I'm not gonna lie. From far away, why is the rear downforce so low? I might have turned it down for something. That's why the top speed is decent. What I was going to say was that I'm not gonna lie, that Z28, I thought it was a C6 ZR1 from that far away for a second there. Oop, okay. I thought I could kind of cheese it like in Horizon 4, but no, I actually do have to brake. I'll tell you what, I do like all this top speed. I do not like, however, how unstable the rear end is in all these fast corners. That is really hurting me. Like, there's a lot of turn-in. The turn-in's incredible, but the grip at the rear is definitely lacking. Because look, now I'm catching up to this Myers-Meigs. Now maybe it doesn't have the grip that I have, but I'm betting you it just doesn't have the top speed I've got. So again, that's very nice. But the lack of rear end grip is definitely a problem. Let's just hope I can neuter it enough through good driving to catch up to first and pass them for the win. And to be fair, we have a lot of time. What is that? Okay. What I was about to say was that we have a lot of time here, because it is the Colossus, it's a long sprint race, but if I can't make any big gains on the leaders, then I don't think we'll have enough time regardless of length. I won't be gaining enough to make good use of how much time I have. Okay, there we go. It also doesn't help that this is my first time doing this event, and my first time driving these roads in this car. It's not my first time driving these roads at all, I've driven these roads a lot in my Gen 5 ACR, but I haven't driven these roads at this pace in this Gen 4. So things are going to be rather interesting, to say the least. Oh, we're not going around... Okay. Oops, I didn't mean to dip the clutch in like that. Can I? I know it's red. Can I catch up big time? See, look at how... I need the grip to really catch up. So we're kind of going through the middle of Mexico here. Kind of through the heartland, rather than around the edges like on a Goliath race. Is that Vol really that fast, or am I just that slow in the corners? I don't know which it is right now, but I can tell you this: I'm not catching up to the leaders on the straights. Not really. If I had the arrow, I'd be catching them up in the corners, but I don't have the arrow. Ugh, I feel so rusty at the moment. I haven't really warmed up for this yet. Oh, we got that Charger. That's got to have a lot of horsepower and nowhere near as much downforce as I've got. Well, at least at the front. And if I had the downforce all the way up overall either. But I don't have it all the way up, so that's a problem. I'm going to go around the inside of the Charger. Made a good undercut maneuver on the Charger. But now I've got to catch J-Rock up there and the people in third through first. 185 down the straight. It's not bad, but it's not great. It's not enough. I really need the AI to be cowardly. At some point. Okay. I might be able to catch up in that corner, but I can't brake the way that I did. I thought it was going to be a faster corner. And I need to move to the outside. 200 down the hill. Might have braked too early. I got twirly on the stick. I overreacted. I think it looks like an XK. It looks like a Jag, the car in front of me, but I'm not entirely sure. Okay, we're going through the city. Yep, definitely through the heartland of Horizon 5. Even if the city's... Oh my god, what? There was nothing there! There wasn't even street furniture! Okay. Pulled a fail race there. Come on. That's the sucky part right now, is I need a good balance of top speed and cornering. But I have a little bit too much top speed, I think, even though it's not as much as some of the others. And not enough stability. Okay, there we go. Oh, wait, no, it was a Maserati. Right. It was the Gran Turismo. Okay, I did not turn hard enough, or I didn't turn in soon enough there. Okay, there we go. AI was a little cowardly then. Alright, Viper, I'm really going to need you to stick right here. I hit it? Okay. I thought I missed it. That's why I let up on the steering, but no, I actually hit that. Despite the fact I cheesed it massively. Okay. Now I just gotta figure out how to cheese it less, still make it, and carry all that speed into the next corner. There we go. There we go. Is it another Charger? Is it another Forza Edition 69 Charger? Yes, it is. Come on. Catch up. Use the drag. Oh my god. Okay, they slowed down big time. Do they... Is it a double right-hander? I think it's a double right-hander. I just saw... Yeah, it is. I saw the guardrail. I'm gonna really late break it there. Okay, cool. Ran a little wide. Of course it's a 911 GT2 behind me with a wide body. And I think it's actually a C7ZR1 that's in first. 39% of the way... Well, yeah, now we're at 39%, so that should be more than enough time for me to catch up to the vet. We're not doing too badly here. Okay. See, the problem is I really can't trust the arrow right now. Or I haven't figured out what the safe point is, because with the Viper ACR, much like the Caparo T1 and a lot of other high downforce cars, the car grips better the faster you go, because there's more air pushing down on all the wings, the splitters, the canards, all of the aero elements. But the problem I'm having is that there are instances where I think the arrow should be doing its job perfectly fine, I'm going flat out, and I'm actually not... There's actually not enough arrow to make the car stick for where I've got it set at. So, where the limit is for this car and where I think it should be aren't in the same place right now. And because I know that, because I now know that, I'm driving a little bit more slowly. I'm not trusting the car as much because of that very problem. Because there's a disconnect between the capabilities of the car, between the actual capabilities of the car and what I think the capabilities are. And so all that rambling is a long way of saying I'm really trying to learn the limits of this car right now on this race as we go, and still drive fast enough to catch the vet. And it's not even the front end. The front end has more than enough grip. I completely trust the front end of the car, I just don't trust the rear. And considering this thing's rear-wheel drive, and I need to be able to trust it to get out of the corners faster so I can catch that vet, that's a real problem. Okay. Okay, we're halfway. I can see the vet. It's in my sights, but I'm not... Okay, I braked way too late. Also, I just didn't have a good line through there. Yeah, my problem now is that I can see the darn thing, but I just can't catch it. There's a bump in the middle of that corner that unloads the front tire a little bit and reduces braking. And not only that, puts the car out wide a little bit. Yep. It's so minute, and it only lasts for a half a second. But if you're watching, you can see it, and you can see how it affected the car before I decided to rewind. Brakes aren't quite as good as I was hoping, but once again, that's a slight recalibration. A big recalibration is the aero capabilities of the car, and specifically the lack of aero capabilities at the rear. Okay, I could go a little faster. I can leave it in the yellow and make that corner. See, I think that vet's faster than me in the straight. And at the moment, I'm having a hard time finding the limits of the aero in this car. So it's faster than me on the straights. I'm probably more capable in the corners. At the very least, at this car's peak, I'm probably more capable. But I haven't figured out where that peak is. I haven't figured out where that peak is consistently. Let me specify. I've got a general idea, but I don't know for certain, and it's really hurting me right now. Okay. There we go. Caught up a little bit. I've gained a tad. Okay, I could brake late there. I didn't gain that much, though. Okay. I'm just so wary of the car going sideways now. I'm not turning as hard as I should be. See, because it's going sideways there. I'm not going to do any more races this episode, but before I do any more races, I absolutely need to add more downforce at the rear, because this is not helping me. Should have downshifted, but all that torque meant it didn't matter. And I actually dipped the clutch in a little bit. You might have seen the rev counter bounce a little. Yeah, that was me trying to press the clutch in. No, I was pressing the clutch in, but I wasn't downshifting. Okay, we're very similar for handling. Actually more... Okay, they slowed down. Do they have more grip? They might have that little bit more grip, you know? I'd be very surprised. Okay, I turned in too much. Either they got better tires or something. But this is really close. I have got to find a way. Are they actually going as fast as me, and they're not screwing it up? Do they genuinely have that much more grip than me? I'd be so surprised. I think this thing's running on sport tires, not slicks, so that might be part of the reason. Okay, there we go. Okay, I got the run on the corner. I just got to be a little bit smarter about my throttle input. I knew it. I'm trying to force the car to run wide by going full throttle while turning fully here. Wow, I actually made that checkpoint. See, but I can't allow that because I just ruined my run. By hitting the wall on the outside there. I need the best run I can manage in order to pass this vet. So that means letting up on the steering midway through this corner, keeping the throttle flat, and then when I get to the exit, letting off a little. Ugh, not that much. We're so close. I know me endlessly rewinding is not interesting, but I will absolutely pass this vet. And I know what I have to... See, they're braking a little bit on the exit there. I know what I have to do to pass. I just gotta execute it. Better than that. It's so hard to figure out the steering input from here, from that point. To turn enough. God, I really wish I had more downforce. At the rear. This would make the race a lot easier. Especially that corner, because the rear end wouldn't be stepping out like it is. I feel like I need to just rewind more. Get my angle right going into it. I feel like that's the problem, is that my angle was too shallow initially going into the corner. No? Okay. It wasn't bad. The angle wasn't bad going into the corner. Okay, I just let up on the steering. That's my bad. But I think we've got it there. Okay, let up on the throttle, so that the front end will bite a little bit more. Make it to the inside of this next corner. Downshift. Vet brakes. Get in the slipstream. There we go! Oh my god, the vol! Fart off. Fart off. Where's the vet? Behind me, okay. So the vol's really good in the corners, not so good in the straights. Well, we got a lot of straights now. And the Viper's really good at the high-speed stuff, because it's got the downforce to grip. Just enough, right? It's got just enough downforce to grip on this setting, thankfully. Okay, there we go. A little sideways. If I was warmed up, that wouldn't have been so hard. That overtaking maneuver, that is. Okay. Doing good. Let off a little. That might have upset the balance slightly. Downshift into fifth. The vet's close. I know that thing's faster in a straight than me. Less downforce and likely more power. 73%. The vet's close, but is it going to be enough? Oh, it's catching a lot. Holy crap. Awful! I gotta make sure to not hit any street furniture. God, this car, it turns in so quickly. I almost wish the steering rack was a little bit slower. Just a little bit slower. It's kind of hard. I'm having a little bit of trouble right now. Precisely turning into some of these faster corners. Just because of how quickly it darts in. But I think that's because of a setting I chose. On the toe, I added... I don't remember what I was doing with this car, but I added a lot of toe out, I think it was. I added a lot of toe out, and what that did... Are you serious? I added a lot of toe out, which makes the turn in quite a bit better. But the problem is that for these faster corners, it's too quick. It's a bit darty, sort of like an F12 Berlinetta. I need it to be a little bit calmer. So yeah, by the end of absolutely by the end of this video, well actually off camera, I'm going to add more rear downforce and reduce the toe at the front a little bit, just so it's not so quick. It's hard to be smooth in this car when it turns in almost preemptively. Okay, there we go. That was a good downshift. See how fast that was? Like, I'm not meaning to cut the corner that much. But because it turns in so quickly, it's kind of messing up all the racing driver excuses, right? But it is messing up my judgment for when to turn in. Because I don't want to turn in too late, but I have to turn in late to offset how quickly this thing will dive into a corner. One of the weird realities I have to deal with when it comes to my calibration, my mind calibration for how to drive this car. But thankfully, almost none of that is due to the car itself, and almost completely due to how I've tuned it. Okay. Cool, cool. Good. 95% of the way there. Yeah. That was just like 5 minutes of racing driver excuses. Keep cutting it. That's my bad. I'll tell you what though, I'm impressed I didn't just restart because I really considered it. Okay, is that bet close? Close-ish. I didn't want to let off there, but I just didn't trust the car to not go sideways. I did not trust the downforce to keep me planted there. Woo! That is the Colossus done. Oof. 14 minutes. 14 minutes. Undoubtedly made worse by the larryness of my tune. Holy crud. There's a car. Okay, that's an ACR. Okay. A 16 ACR is 98% of the way there. Okay. God. I can't believe I made it all the way out through the pack like that. And I think for the most part without using too many rewinds.
Not bad, superstar. You can come and
And before y'all call me out for how many I did genuinely use. And I wouldn't be surprised. Sad, but not surprised. Hopefully we get good money from this, though. Big stonks. I didn't mean from wheel spin, but 30k, I'm not going to complain. I also really want to buy a new house, actually. But houses are very expensive in this game, so I've only got about $1 million now since grinding during a 12 lap race. I made a custom race to grind for money, and I did it twice, and it takes about 15-20 minutes to do.
It's the 2002 Turbo. Very
Yeah.
rare. Get down here.
Well, we knew that. But yeah, okay, not bad. Not bad for money. But yeah, I only got that much because I grinded like hell to get that much money. Yes! If I didn't grind it, I wouldn't have had that much money. That's the truth of the matter, and that would have sucked. Okay, so we have an accolade festival. Where is it? Cool. Nice. There was something else. What was it though? Yeah, Horizon Adventure. Yeah, I know. Let's see. Okay. Nothing else to do. Alright. Well, I hope you all enjoyed that video. In the next video, we're going to be doing more of the same, just completing events. Though I'm not going to do another long one. I'm not going to do another long one, because that was... Whew, that took a lot of time. But in any case, I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, please make sure to like, comment, share, and consider subscribing. And if you do subscribe, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Please make sure to hit the little notification bell and then all notifications, that way you're notified every time I upload.